When most people think about emergency food, they imagine expensive survival kits, freeze-dried meals, or specialized supplies that cost hundreds of dollars. But here's the truth. Some of the best survival foods are sitting on the shelves of your local Walmart. They're affordable, easy to find, and many can last for months, or even years, when stored properly. The key isn't buying the most expensive food. It's choosing foods that provide the greatest value. That means looking for products that are affordable, shelf-stable, nutritious, versatile, and easy to prepare when times get tough. A single dollar spent wisely can often go much further than several dollars spent on the wrong products. In today's countdown, we'll look at 15 Walmart foods that offer outstanding survival value. Some are packed with protein. Others provide long-lasting energy. And a few can become the foundation of dozens of different meals. Whether you're building your first emergency pantry or simply looking for smarter grocery purchases, these foods deserve a place on your shopping list. By the time we reach number 1, you'll discover the Walmart food that delivers more meals, more flexibility, and more long-term value than almost anything else in the store. Before we begin, subscribe to Prepper Pulse and turn on notifications for more grocery guides, food storage tips, and practical preparedness advice. Now, let's start with number 15. Number 15. Rolled oats. Starting our countdown at number 15. Rolled oats. They may not look like an exciting survival food, but they're one of the smartest purchases you can make at Walmart. For a relatively low price, you get a large amount of food that can provide dozens of meals. That's hard to beat. Oats are filling, easy to prepare, and incredibly versatile. A simple bowl of oatmeal makes a satisfying breakfast, but that's only the beginning. You can use oats in pancakes, muffins, cookies, homemade granola, smoothies, meatloaf, and even as a coating for baked foods. That versatility means they're unlikely to sit unused in your pantry. Another advantage is their shelf life. When stored in an airtight container in a cool, dry place, rolled oats stay fresh for a long time. They're also compact, making them easy to store without taking up much space. For emergency situations, oats have another benefit. They require very little cooking compared to many other grains, helping you conserve both fuel and cooking time if resources become limited. Because they're inexpensive, buying a few extra containers during your regular Walmart shopping trips won't put much strain on your budget. Over time, those small purchases can build a dependable food reserve without requiring a large upfront investment. Rolled oats earn the number 15 spot because they're affordable, long-lasting, easy to store, and can be used in countless recipes, making them one of the best survival values you'll find at Walmart. But the next food offers something oats can't. A shelf-stable source of protein that's ready to eat straight from the package and can keep you going when cooking isn't an option. Number 14. Peanut butter. At number 14. Peanut butter. If there were an award for the most dependable pantry staple, peanut butter would be one of the strongest contenders. It's affordable, packed with calories, rich in protein, and requires absolutely no cooking. During an emergency, those advantages become incredibly valuable. All you need is a spoon, a slice of bread, a few crackers, or even an apple, and you have a quick, satisfying meal. One of the biggest reasons peanut butter offers such great survival value is its calorie density. A single jar contains enough servings to provide multiple meals or snacks, making it one of the most cost-effective foods in the grocery store. That's especially important if you're building an emergency pantry on a budget. Peanut butter is also surprisingly versatile. Spread it on toast. Mix it into oatmeal. Blend it into smoothies. Use it in homemade energy bites. Add it to sauces for noodles or chicken. Or simply enjoy it straight from the jar. Few pantry foods can be used in so many different ways. Another advantage is its shelf life. An unopened jar can last for many months when stored in a cool, dry pantry. Even after opening, it remains usable for a considerable amount of time if the lid is kept tightly sealed. Unlike refrigerated foods, peanut butter doesn't depend on electricity to stay safe before it's opened. That makes it an excellent option for storm preparedness, camping trips, or unexpected power outages. It's also easy to transport. Whether you're packing an emergency kit, storing supplies in your vehicle, or preparing a bug-out bag, a jar of peanut butter provides a lot of nutrition without taking up much space. Many experienced preppers include it in their food storage plans because it combines convenience with excellent value. Peanut butter earns the number 14 spot because it delivers a high number of calories, requires no preparation, stores well, and provides one of the best nutrition-to-cost ratios available at Walmart. But the next food has an even longer shelf life. It's one of the world's oldest pantry staples and can become the foundation of dozens of filling meals while costing only pennies per serving. Number 13. Dry pinto beans. At number 13. Dry pinto beans. If your goal is to get the most food for your money, few Walmart items can compete with a simple bag of dry beans. They may not come in flashy packaging. They don't need a freezer. And they certainly aren't a trendy grocery item. But when it comes to survival value, dry pinto beans are hard to beat. A single bag can provide dozens of hearty servings at a cost of just pennies per meal. That's one reason they've been a pantry staple for generations. Dry beans are naturally rich in protein, fiber, and important minerals. When combined with foods like rice or oats, they become the foundation of filling, balanced meals that can feed an entire family without costing a fortune. Another advantage is their shelf life. Stored in airtight containers in a cool, dry location, dry beans can remain usable for years. They may take longer to soften as they age, but they're still an excellent food to keep in long-term storage. Unlike fresh produce, there's no need to worry about spoilage after a few days. Dry beans are also incredibly versatile. You can use them in soups, chili, burritos, bean salads, rice bowls, or simply season them as a side dish. One inexpensive bag can become many completely different meals. The only downside is that dry beans require soaking and cooking, so you'll need water and a heat source. Even so, many preparedness-minded families consider that a worthwhile trade-off because of the tremendous amount of food each bag provides. If you're building an emergency pantry on a budget, dry pinto beans deserve a place near the top of your shopping list. They offer outstanding nutrition, exceptional shelf life, and one of the lowest costs per serving you'll find anywhere in Walmart. Dry pinto beans earn the number 13 spot because they're affordable, filling, easy to store, and provide incredible long-term value for anyone preparing for unexpected situations. But the next Walmart food is ready to eat the moment you open it, making it one of the most convenient survival foods you can keep in your pantry. Number 12. Canned tuna. At number 12. Canned tuna. When it comes to survival foods, protein is often the hardest nutrient to store for long periods. That's one reason canned tuna continues to be a favorite among preparedness-minded families. It offers high-quality protein in a compact package that requires no refrigeration until it's opened. Better yet, it's fully cooked. That means you can eat it straight from the can if necessary. No stove, no microwave, no fuel. Just open the lid and it's ready to go. In an emergency, that convenience can make a big difference. Another reason canned tuna delivers outstanding value is its versatility. Mix it with mayonnaise for sandwiches. Add it to pasta. Stir it into macaroni and cheese. Use it in casseroles. Top a salad. Or eat it with crackers for a quick meal. One small can stretch much further than many people expect. Its shelf life is another major advantage. When stored in a cool, dry place, canned tuna remains shelf-stable for years, making it an excellent choice for emergency food storage. You don't have to worry about freezing it or using it within a few days like fresh fish. Cost is also part of its appeal. While canned tuna isn't the cheapest item in Walmart, it provides a large amount of protein for the price. When you compare it with many ready-to-eat convenience foods, it offers much better nutritional value per dollar. Many experienced preppers rotate canned tuna through their regular meals. Instead of buying it and forgetting about it, they use older cans and replace them during normal grocery trips. This keeps the pantry fresh while maintaining a reliable emergency food supply. Canned tuna earns the number 12 spot because it's shelf-stable, protein-rich, ready to eat, and versatile enough to fit into dozens of meals, making it one of Walmart's best survival values. But the next food has something canned tuna doesn't. It's one of the most affordable sources of long-lasting carbohydrates, feeds an entire family for very little money, and belongs in almost every emergency pantry. Number 11. White rice. At number 11. White rice. If you asked experienced preppers to name one food that belongs in every emergency pantry, white rice would almost certainly be near the top of the list. There's a simple reason why. It offers an incredible amount of food for a relatively low cost. A single large bag can provide dozens of meals, making it one of the best values you'll find at Walmart. Rice is also one of the most versatile foods in the grocery store. Serve it with beans. Pair it with canned chicken or tuna. Mix it into soups. Add vegetables. Create stir-fries. Or simply season it with spices and butter. One basic ingredient can become countless different meals. Another major advantage is its storage life. When kept in airtight containers and stored in a cool, dry place, white rice can remain fresh for years. Many long-term food storage plans include rice because it stores so well and is easy to rotate into everyday meals. Rice is also filling. A relatively small amount expands significantly during cooking, allowing one bag to feed a family far longer than many packaged convenience foods. That's especially valuable when you're trying to stretch a grocery budget or prepare for unexpected situations. The only thing to remember is that rice requires water and a heat source to cook. That's why many preparedness-minded families also store extra drinking water and simple cooking equipment alongside their food supplies. Even with that consideration, few foods offer as much long-term value. Buying one large bag during your regular Walmart shopping trip is an inexpensive way to build a stronger pantry without dramatically increasing your grocery bill. White rice earns the number 11 spot because it's affordable, stores exceptionally well, provides long-lasting energy, and serves as the foundation for hundreds of satisfying meals. But the next Walmart food combines convenience with comfort. It's quick to prepare, lasts for years on the shelf, and can become a hot, filling meal when you need it most. Number 10. Canned soup. Breaking into the top 10. Canned soup. During an emergency, convenience can be just as important as nutrition. That's where canned soup stands out. It's one of the easiest meals to keep in your pantry because it's already fully cooked. In many cases, you only need to heat it. And if necessary, many varieties can even be eaten without heating at all. That makes canned soup an excellent option during power outages or situations where cooking fuel is limited. Another reason it offers great survival value is variety. Whether you prefer chicken noodle, vegetable, tomato, beef stew, or bean soup, there's a flavor for almost everyone. That variety helps prevent food fatigue, which can become a real challenge if you're relying on shelf-stable foods for several days. Many canned soups also provide a balanced combination of vegetables, protein, and carbohydrates in one container. While they shouldn't be your only emergency food, they can serve as a quick, satisfying meal when time and resources are limited. Cost is another advantage. Walmart regularly carries a wide selection of canned soups at affordable prices, making it easy to add a few cans to your cart during each shopping trip without spending a lot of money. Storage is simple as well. Just keep the cans in a cool, dry place and rotate them into your normal meals before their best by dates. Replacing them during regular grocery trips helps keep your emergency pantry fresh. Canned soup also pairs well with other survival foods. Serve it with crackers. Pour it over rice. Add extra vegetables. Or mix in canned chicken for additional protein. Those simple combinations can stretch your food supply while making meals more satisfying. Canned soup earns the number 10 spot because it's affordable, shelf-stable, ready to eat with minimal preparation, and provides comfort as well as nutrition during unexpected situations. But the next Walmart food is even more versatile. It's a pantry staple that's used around the world and can transform simple ingredients into filling meals while costing only pennies per serving. Number 9. Pasta. At number 9. Pasta. Walk into almost any Walmart, and you'll find an entire aisle dedicated to it. Spaghetti, penne, rotini, elbow macaroni, fettuccine. There are dozens of choices, but they all have one thing in common. They offer incredible value. For just a few dollars, you can buy enough pasta to prepare multiple family-sized meals. That makes it one of the most budget-friendly survival foods available. Another reason pasta deserves a place in your emergency pantry is its shelf life. When stored in a cool, dry location, unopened pasta can remain fresh for a long time. It doesn't require refrigeration. It takes up relatively little space. And it's easy to rotate into your everyday meals. Pasta is also one of the most versatile foods you can buy. Serve it with canned tomatoes. Mix it with canned tuna. Add canned chicken. Combine it with beans. Or simply season it with butter and spices. Even when your pantry options are limited, pasta can become the foundation of dozens of different meals. One box can also go a long way. As it cooks, pasta expands significantly, allowing you to feed several people from a single package. That's especially valuable during emergencies when every meal matters. Of course, pasta does require water and a heat source to prepare. But because it cooks relatively quickly, it uses less fuel than many other dry foods. Many preparedness-minded families keep several different shapes of pasta in their pantry simply because it's inexpensive, filling, and easy to combine with other shelf-stable ingredients. Pasta earns the number 9 spot because it delivers outstanding value, stores well, feeds a family for very little money, and works with countless recipes, making it one of Walmart's smartest survival food purchases. But the next food offers something completely different. It's naturally sweet, packed with energy, and has one of the longest shelf lives of almost anything you'll find in the grocery store. Number 8. Honey. At number 8. Honey. Most people think of honey as nothing more than a natural sweetener. But in a survival pantry, it's much more than that. Honey is one of the few foods known for its incredibly long shelf life. When stored in a tightly sealed container in a cool, dry place, it can remain usable for years. If it crystallizes over time, that doesn't mean it's spoiled. Gently warming the container in warm water usually returns it to a smooth consistency. That's one reason honey has been valued for thousands of years. Another advantage is its versatility. Use it to sweeten oatmeal. Stir it into tea or coffee. Spread it on toast. Mix it into homemade sauces. Add it to baked goods. Or drizzle it over fruit and yogurt. A single bottle can be used in dozens of ways. Honey is also an excellent source of quick energy. Its natural sugars are rapidly absorbed by the body, making it a useful food when you need an energy boost during physically demanding situations. Unlike many processed sweeteners, honey doesn't require refrigeration before it's opened. That makes it easy to store alongside the rest of your emergency food supply. Although honey isn't a complete meal on its own, it can make basic survival foods much more enjoyable. A little sweetness can go a long way in improving morale when you're eating simple pantry meals for several days. Many experienced preppers include at least one bottle of honey in their food storage because it's practical, versatile, and has an exceptionally long usable life. Honey earns the number 8 spot because it stores for years, provides quick energy, and adds flavor to a wide variety of foods, making it one of Walmart's best long-term pantry investments. But the next item is one of the most affordable sources of protein you'll find anywhere in the store, and it's ready to eat the moment you open the can. Number 7. Canned chicken. We're halfway through the countdown. And at number 7 is one of the most valuable sources of shelf-stable protein you can buy at Walmart. Canned chicken. When most people think about emergency food, they focus on foods like rice, pasta, or beans. Those are all excellent choices. But without a reliable source of protein, meals can quickly become repetitive. That's where canned chicken stands out. It's fully cooked and ready to eat. You can enjoy it straight from the can if necessary, or heat it and add it to your favorite recipes. That flexibility makes it one of the most practical foods to keep in an emergency pantry. Another reason canned chicken offers outstanding survival value is its versatility. Mix it into pasta. Add it to rice. Make chicken salad. Stir it into soup. Fill tacos or burritos. Top a baked potato. Or use it in casseroles. One can easily become the main ingredient in several different meals. Its long shelf life is another major advantage. Stored in a cool, dry place, canned chicken can remain shelf-stable for years, giving you peace of mind without taking up freezer space. While it may cost more than dry beans or rice, you're paying for convenience. There's no thawing, no lengthy cooking, And no worries about refrigeration until the can is opened. For emergencies where power may be unavailable, that's a major benefit. Many experienced preppers also rotate canned chicken into their everyday cooking. Instead of letting it sit untouched, they replace older cans during regular shopping trips. That keeps the pantry fresh while ensuring a dependable food supply is always available. Canned chicken earns the number 7 spot because it delivers high-quality protein, requires almost no preparation, stores for years, and can be used in countless recipes, making it one of Walmart's best survival food values. But the next food is even more affordable. It's packed with nutrients, incredibly versatile, and has been feeding families around the world for generations while costing only a fraction of many packaged foods. Number 6. Lentils. We're entering the top 6. Lentils. They may not receive as much attention as rice or beans, but they deserve a place in every emergency pantry. In fact, many experienced preppers consider lentils one of the best values in the entire grocery store. The first reason is simple. They're incredibly affordable. For just a few dollars, you can buy a large bag that provides dozens of servings. That makes lentils an excellent choice for anyone building a food supply on a limited budget. Another major advantage is nutrition. Lentils are naturally high in protein, fiber, iron, and other important nutrients. When combined with grains like rice, they create filling, balanced meals that can keep a family satisfied without relying on expensive ingredients. Unlike many dry beans, lentils also cook much faster. Most varieties don't require overnight soaking, which means you'll use less water and less cooking fuel. During an emergency, that can make a significant difference. Lentils are also extremely versatile. Add them to soups. Cook them into stews. Mix them with rice. Use them in curries. Or season them as a simple side dish. One inexpensive bag can become a wide variety of meals. Storage is another strength. When kept in airtight containers and stored in a cool, dry place, lentils can remain in excellent condition for years. They're compact, lightweight, and easy to organize in a pantry. Many preparedness-minded families buy several bags at a time because they know they'll eventually use them. Instead of sitting untouched, lentils can easily become part of your regular meal rotation while also serving as reliable emergency food. Lentils earn the number 6 spot because they're affordable, nutrient-dense, quick to cook, and easy to store, making them one of the highest value survival foods you can buy at Walmart. But now we're entering the top 5. The remaining foods offer the best combination of shelf life, nutrition, versatility, and overall value, and the next one has been a trusted pantry staple for generations because it can be used in everything from breakfast to baking. Number 5. All-purpose flour. We've reached the top 5. All-purpose flour. It may not seem like a survival food at first, but it's one of the most useful ingredients you can have in your pantry. With a single bag of flour, you can make bread, biscuits, pancakes, tortillas, pizza dough, dumplings, muffins, cookies, and countless other foods. Instead of depending on packaged products, flour allows you to prepare meals from simple pantry ingredients. That flexibility is one of its biggest strengths. Another advantage is value. A large bag of flour costs relatively little, yet it can produce dozens of meals. When you're trying to stretch a grocery budget, few products offer as much potential for the price. Flour also stores well when kept in airtight containers in a cool, dry place. Many people transfer it into food-grade buckets or sealed containers to protect it from moisture and pantry pests. With proper storage, it can remain a dependable pantry staple for a long time. Of course, flour isn't meant to be eaten by itself. It works best when combined with ingredients like yeast, baking powder, salt, cooking oil, or even just water, depending on the recipe. That's why many preparedness-minded shoppers store those basic baking supplies alongside it. Learning a few simple recipes before an emergency can also make a big difference. Knowing how to bake basic bread or make homemade tortillas gives you more options if grocery shelves become limited. All-purpose flour earns the number 5 spot because it's inexpensive, incredibly versatile, and capable of producing dozens of different foods from a single bag, making it one of Walmart's best survival values. But the next item is completely different. It's a cooking essential that adds flavor to nearly every meal, has an impressive shelf life, and quietly earns its place in almost every well-stocked emergency pantry. Number 4. Cooking oil. We're down to the final 4. Cooking oil. It's one of those grocery items that many people overlook until they suddenly run out. But in a survival pantry, cooking oil is far more important than most shoppers realize. Almost every kitchen depends on it. You need it for frying, sautéing, baking, roasting, making salad dressings, and preparing countless everyday meals. Without cooking oil, many basic recipes become much more difficult. Another reason it offers outstanding survival value is its high-calorie content. In an emergency, calories matter. While foods like rice and beans provide carbohydrates and protein, cooking oil supplies the fats your body also needs as part of a balanced diet. Just a small amount can make meals more satisfying and help stretch your food supply. Cooking oil is also incredibly versatile. Whether you're preparing pancakes, cooking vegetables, frying eggs, or baking homemade bread, a bottle of oil will likely be one of the most frequently used items in your pantry. When stored in a cool, dark place away from heat and sunlight, unopened bottles can last a long time. The key is rotating your supply. Use the oldest bottle first and replace it during your regular Walmart shopping trips. That way, your emergency pantry stays fresh without wasting food. Buying a larger bottle is often more economical than purchasing several small ones, especially if your family cooks at home regularly. Just be sure you'll use it before quality begins to decline. Cooking oil earns the number 4 spot because it's affordable, calorie-dense, essential for preparing countless meals, and one of the best values for anyone building a practical emergency pantry. But now we're entering the final 3. The remaining foods have earned their place because they combine exceptional shelf life, outstanding nutrition, and incredible versatility, making them some of the smartest survival purchases you can make at Walmart. Number 3. Powdered milk. We've reached the final 3. Powdered milk. For many people, it's not something they buy every week. In fact, it often sits unnoticed on Walmart's shelves while shoppers head straight for the refrigerated dairy section. But when it comes to survival value, powdered milk is one of the smartest foods you can keep in your pantry. The biggest advantage is simple. It doesn't require refrigeration until it's mixed with water. That makes it an excellent backup when fresh milk isn't available or when a power outage makes refrigerated foods difficult to keep. Another reason powdered milk deserves a place in your emergency food supply is its versatility. Of course, you can drink it. But that's only the beginning. It can also be used in baking, mixed into pancake batter, added to mashed potatoes, used in casseroles, combined with oatmeal, or included in countless recipes that call for milk. Without it, many pantry recipes become much harder to prepare. Powdered milk is also surprisingly economical. One package can produce several gallons of milk once reconstituted, often costing less than buying the same amount of fresh milk over time. For families with children, that can make a noticeable difference during extended emergencies. Storage is another major benefit. When kept unopened in a cool, dry place, powdered milk has a much longer shelf life than fresh dairy. Many preparedness-minded families keep at least one package on hand even if they don't use it regularly, simply because it's such a dependable backup. Some shoppers rotate it into everyday cooking instead of drinking it, ensuring nothing goes to waste while keeping their emergency pantry fully stocked. Powdered milk earns the number 3 spot because it provides essential nutrition, replaces fresh milk in dozens of recipes, stores far longer than refrigerated dairy, and offers exceptional value for long-term preparedness. Only 2 foods remain. The next item has been trusted by families for generations because it delivers complete meals, requires no refrigeration, and offers one of the best combinations of protein, nutrition, and shelf life you'll find anywhere at Walmart. Number 2. Canned beans. We've reached the runner-up. Canned beans. If you're looking for one Walmart food that checks almost every box for emergency preparedness, canned beans are hard to beat. They're affordable, ready to eat, packed with protein and fiber, and they can remain safely stored in your pantry for years. Unlike dry beans, canned beans don't require soaking or long cooking times. If you have no electricity or limited cooking fuel, You can simply open the can and eat them as they are. That convenience alone makes them one of the most valuable survival foods you can own. Another reason canned beans offer such incredible value is their versatility. They can be added to soups, mixed with rice, used in burritos, turned into bean salads, mashed into dips, or seasoned and served as a simple side dish. One can easily become part of several different meals. There are plenty of varieties to choose from as well. Black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, navy beans, great northern beans, and chickpeas. Each brings a slightly different flavor and texture, giving you more options without increasing your grocery budget. Canned beans also provide an excellent balance of nutrition. They're filling enough to keep you satisfied, yet inexpensive enough that stocking several cans during each Walmart trip won't strain your wallet. Many preparedness-minded shoppers slowly build their supply over time. Instead of buying dozens of cans at once, they add a few to the cart every week and rotate them into their regular meals. That simple strategy creates a reliable emergency pantry without wasting food or spending a large amount of money all at once. Canned beans earn the number 2 spot because they combine convenience, nutrition, affordability, and a long shelf life better than almost any other food on Walmart's shelves. Only one food remains. It's inexpensive, feeds a family for weeks, stores exceptionally well. And if you could choose just one survival staple from Walmart, this would be one of the strongest choices you could make. Number 1. White rice. We've finally reached number 1. White rice. If you could buy just one food at Walmart to build the foundation of an emergency pantry, white rice would be one of the strongest choices. There's a reason it's been a staple food for billions of people around the world for centuries. It's affordable, versatile, easy to store, and capable of feeding a family for a surprisingly long time. A single large bag can produce dozens of meals. When you break down the cost per serving, very few foods offer more value for your money. That's especially important if you're preparing on a budget. White rice also pairs well with almost everything else on this countdown. Serve it with canned beans. Mix it with canned chicken. Top it with canned tuna. Add vegetables. Combine it with soup. Or season it with herbs and spices. No matter what's available in your pantry, rice can usually turn it into a complete meal. Another major advantage is its storage life. When kept in airtight containers and stored in a cool, dry place, white rice can remain in excellent condition for years. Many long-term food storage plans rely on rice because it's dependable, compact, and easy to rotate into everyday cooking. While rice does require water and a heat source to prepare, it rewards that effort by producing a large amount of food from a relatively small quantity of dry grain. As it cooks, it expands significantly, making it one of the most efficient ways to feed multiple people. Experienced preppers often recommend building your emergency pantry around a few basic staples instead of expensive specialty products. Rice is almost always at the top of that list because it's practical, familiar, and incredibly cost-effective. That's why it earns the number 1 spot on today's countdown. Preparing for an emergency doesn't mean filling your home with expensive survival gear. It starts with making smart choices during your normal Walmart shopping trips. Adding 1 or 2 shelf-stable foods to your cart each week can gradually build a pantry that's ready for unexpected situations without putting pressure on your budget. The goal isn't to panic. It's to be prepared. Choose foods your family already enjoys. Store them properly. Rotate them regularly. And replace them as you use them. Over time, you'll create a food supply that provides both peace of mind and real everyday value. If you enjoyed this countdown, subscribe to Prepper Pulse and turn on notifications. Every day, we share practical grocery guides, food storage tips, and preparedness strategies to help you shop smarter and stay one step ahead. Thanks for watching. Stay prepared, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.